when it reached $4.2 billion, up by 19% from the previous year's. We owe these gains to the country's investment-ready environment, bolstered by the calibrated free economy and the historic enactment of key structural reforms. While the outlook of the Philippine economy is promising, there are many current challenges that must be addressed. Inflation is expected to be elevated, while small prices of oil and other key commodities. The effects, the effects of the pandemic linger while geopolitical tensions persist. But the Philippines remains vigilant and prepared to decisively respond rather to this risk and steer the economy back to its high growth trajectory. This commitment is anchored on the Marcos administration's comprehensive 8-point socio-economic agenda. This is divided into two sets, the near term and the medium term. In the near term, the immediate priorities to tackle the urgent concerns confronting the Filipino people, price stability, and the lingering economic scars from the pandemic. Over the medium term, we will focus on creating more jobs, quality jobs, and green jobs. This will be done through higher investments in smart infrastructure, human capital development, and digitalization. The 8-point socioeconomic agenda aims to cut the poverty incidence to 9% by the end of the president's term and elevate the country to upper middle income status by 2024. Fiscal discipline is integral to this strategy. The economic team will implement a medium-term fiscal framework that will serve as our blueprint to reduce fiscal deficit, promote fiscal sustainability, and enable robust economic growth. The measures under the framework seek to improve tax administration, enhance the fairness and efficiency of our tax system, and promote sustainability to address the climate crisis. Among the measures of the remaining packages of the Comprehensive Tax Reform Program, which will bring to the end of the legislative finish line. Of the remaining packages is the Real Property Valuation and Assessment Reform Bill. This aims to promote the development of a just, equitable, and efficient real property valuation system. The other package is the Passive Income and Financial Intermediaries Taxation Bill, which aims to make the taxation of passive income, financial intermediaries, and financial transactions simpler, fairer, and more efficient. In addition, we will pursue the fair imposition of value-added tax on digital goods and services to level the playing field between traditional and digital businesses. Overall, our fiscal consolidation strategy targets to bring down our debt to GDP ratio to 60% by 2025. It aims to cut the deficit to GDP ratio from the current 6.5% to 3% by the end of the president's term. We are strengthening our fiscal muscle so that we do not have to borrow as much money as we did during the worst of the crisis years. We will also maintain high investments in infrastructure equivalent to 5 to 6% of GDP annually. This includes the expansion of the country's digital infrastructure that will quicken our shift to the digital economy. We will harness the public-private partnership mechanism to welcome impactful projects consistent with our country's development goals. The economic team is also committed to establishing an even more business and investment-friendly environment. We anticipate significant benefits from the implementation of our key structural reforms. We will faithfully implement the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises Act, or CREATE. This provides an immediate corporate income tax rate cut of 10 percentage points for domestic micro, small, and medium enterprises and 5 percentage points for all other corporations. For businesses that undertake activities considered a priority by the government, CREATE provides for a generous incentives package that is performance-based, time-bound, targeted, and transparent. Meanwhile, the historic passage of our economic liberalization measures widened the space for international firms to invest in previously protected sectors and form joint ventures with Filipino companies. The amendments to the Retail Trade Liberalization Act effectively opened up the retail sector by lowering the minimum paid up capital investment for foreign retailers, the requirement from 2.5 million US dollars to $500,000 US dollars. The law also simplified the qualification requirement of foreign retailers by removing the required net worth, the number of retailing branches, and the retailing track record conditions. Meanwhile, the Foreign Investments Act was amended to provide flexibility and transparency in the review of foreign investment negative list, allowing the investment climate to evolve over time while maintaining a level of certainty for investors. This also liberalized the practice of professions, making it easier for foreign investors that require foreign talent to do business in the Philippines. Now, the most important act is the Public Service Act, which opened up public services to 100% foreign ownership and retains public utilities as majority Filipino-owned, subject to 60-40 ownership rule. Foreign investors are now welcome to bring their capital into the country, especially in the fields of telecommunications, airports, toll roads, and shipping. Now, we face the next 6 years with full confidence with our bold socioeconomic agenda. With capable leadership at the forefront of a robust economic plan, the Philippines is poised to a bright economic future. We are committed to turning this vision into a reality for the Filipino people. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our Finance Secretary, Benjamin Diokno. And now, we understand that we are very, very lucky today because the President himself has said that he will allow us a photo opportunity with him. May I seek guidance on how we will conduct from protocol, how we will conduct this photo opportunity, or I could just stand here and do a selfie with everyone. Okay. All right. Okay. So could we just invite the photographers to the stage, and you will take it this way so that everyone will get their moment with our very generous president.
Can the members of the panel please stand beside the president and Opo, dyan na lang po. Ay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. this photograph. And please, if you want to perhaps be caught in this panoramic photo, please move to the center of the room.
And to those watching via live stream, please just give us this moment.
Please take a screenshot. Secretary Balisaca.